Self-awareness, right? So I don't know what you're thinking, well, how does self-awareness affect your ability to be good under pressure? You got to know yourself, right? I love the personality profiles. You've got DISC, you've got Colby, you've got the Big Five, there's all sorts of really, really good ones you can take. And honestly, if you guys want to network with me on what one the best one for you would be, by all means on the boat, hit me up, right? But you got to understand self-awareness. So one of the big ones I did, right? And let's just give you an example. So I did a Big Five one. So the Big Five is what most clinical psychologists use. It's obviously, if you guys know me, I love psychology. And the big clinical psychologist use is called the Big Five, which is extroversion. So whether you get your energy being around people or energy being alone, agreeableness, right? If you're particularly agreeable, or if you don't care about others or do. If you're conscientious, so if you're very disciplined and work hard, or if you're kind of laid back and messy. If you're neurotic, which means that's prone to anxiety and emotional volatility. And if you're open to experience, so if you're very creative, you like all that kind of stuff. So those are the Big Five. Now, I took one of those, and believe it or not, so they rank it in percentile, so out of like the people that, all the people in the world, I scored 99th percentile in extroversion. Who would have thought? Who would have thought? Oh, I hate being on stages, jeez, right? So 99th percentile. So when you know yourself, right? I know, so now I'm obviously seeing that. Number one, if I'm alone for more than 2 hours, I get sad. It's not like extroverts do that, right? They think that there's something wrong with their lives. It's like, no, just go be around people, you dork, right? So that, and another thing with extroverts, so anyone who is particularly extroverted, anyone? High extroversion? Yeah, right? Yeah, right? Here's another thing you guys wouldn't realize you get in common. We're terrible secret keepers. Right? No, so don't tell us your secrets. Right? But another one for me. So I know that. I know I need to be around people. And if you shape what you're doing, if I'm having a tough day, I need to be calling people. I need to be going and working with people. Right? So you've got to know yourself. Do you see how that applies? Yeah. So the other one for me, I'm 3% agreeable. I'm 3rd percentile agreeable. I wonder why I was such a shitty employee. Right? And understanding that, empathy never naturally came strong to me. I'm compassionate. I care about others for sure. But when someone's having a bad day, I really struggle to be like, oh no, they're there. Like, do your job. You knock on a door and you wave and you say hi, and then you say the same thing that you've said 25 other times today. How hard is it, right? Has anyone struggled with that with their reps before? It's like you can't understand why they don't get it. It can be because they're too empathetic, because they're taking too much energy from customers. Right? Do you guys understand? Yeah. So self-awareness, where it particularly applies to being great under pressure so that you can then run your team like a business. Self-awareness is one magic phrase that I want you guys to learn, especially for your leaders. Write this one down in quotations. These things. That doesn't motivate me. Think about it. Some people, if you're a bull personality type, this is DISC now. If you're a bull personality type, you can be challenged. You can challenge a bull. If I say to Chris, for those who don't know Chris Goody, right? If I go, mate, get 5 sales, or you have to wear a tutu tomorrow, he's gonna get 7. But if I say to someone like, who's an owl, who's very like, James, if I go to James, get 5 sales, or you have to wear 2 tomorrow, he's gonna get 0 sales. And he's gonna be very pretty. Right? So, you got to understand, as far as pressure is concerned, for you getting good under pressure, you've got to know what motivates you and what doesn't. Does that make sense? Yeah. Do you guys see value in that, in learning that? Yeah. So, and this is a good one to network with, but just if you want to write it down, so DISC, DISC, that's a really good one. There's another one that's a little bit more expensive. It's called Colby, so Kolbe. And then the Big Five one that's really cheap is it's just called Big Five. Big Five personalities. So that's a really good one as well. You guys with me on that?
Yes.
Perfection. All right.